See, I never thought I'd be talking about this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, you're watching Fat Man DD1, you dingus. Whatever he said.
This is your boy, Fat Man DD1. Thank you for joining me. Before the video begins, I just want to say thank you. We have reached 703 subscribers. I don't know where you people came from. I don't know what you're watching. I don't know who you're looking at. If you're looking at me, shouts to you because you're the best. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for sticking around the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And if you stay tuned, I'm trying to make it to 1,000 before One Piece. If I can do that, I don't know what I'm gonna do for that video, but I might do a giveaway up to the person, but let it be heard. Your boy's trying to get there. So thank you, and let's move on to the video. Let's go. Now, before we move on, this is something I really want to understand. Nintendo straight up has said, hey, we don't want politics in our gaming. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm fine. They were like, hey, Biden and Harris, we don't give a fuck. We don't want politics in our gaming. Nintendo was okay with the Black Lives Matter because they know black people are prominent. People buy their shit too. That's the nerd money. You want the nerds, you got black people, nerds. They spend the highest amount of money. Nintendo knows. But they don't want nothing political in their games anymore. They were like, hey, the election is over. We get it. You Americans and everybody else, please stop being political in our fucking game. Please. And that was cool. And then this happened where people started getting harassed for wearing certain hairstyles, certain colors. Listen, nobody has purple hair. Nobody has these hairs prominent, right? If you're a member of any race and you have a certain hairstyle, whether it be Afro puffs or whatever it be, or you have the hair texture that your hair just gets matted and it gets natty, cool. You have that in your DNA somewhere. That's whatever. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to this girl getting bullied over, she said this, cute space buns. To me, Princess Leia, and we'll talk about the whole Nintendo don't politics in the game in a few minutes, but to me, this is a long-ass video. You won't get to the end of this. You won't. I'm sorry. It's just a long video because it's two Animal Crossing things together, and I want to talk about Animal Crossing because I don't play it, but a friend of mine does, and it's an amazing game, and I support this game because during the pandemic, Animal Crossing was the thing to get people through the goddamn day. Like, in this pandemic, Animal Crossing was the thing you woke up, you did routinely, you had your fun, you made your island, you paid Tom Nook because he was a stingy bastard. But this game did its thing. This game did its thing to anyone. She said, cute space buns. All of the weirdos, weirdo number one, black woman talking about, those aren't Afro puffs, blah, blah, blah. I get it, lady, but it's part of the game, hun. Stop playing. All this chick over here, these people, all of these weirdos are attacking this girl or trying to educate her, which I don't think none of you are educating her. You're just making her be like, I can't have fun. Because this, to me, space buns, Princess Leia. Everybody knows Princess Leia had the cute buns on the side of her head that looked fucking awesome. Everybody wanted to smash Princess Leia back in the days. God rest Carrie Fisher. When she was young, she was a baddie. When she got old, I'm just saying. But people in the comment sections are just weirdos. And shouts to Bounding in the comics because they really let it be known that what's going on doesn't make any sense. And we're about to break it down. If you're joining your boy, joining me for this, we're about to break all of this down and really dissect the bullshit with the harassment. Because this girl got harassed for just saying space buns. I don't care. It's a fucking video game. She says space buns because she's having fun. Her fucking character's not even in outer space. Animal Crossing hasn't gone there yet, but that would be cool if we were farming on space. I'm just saying, it's like DLC. $5 on that, you guys are rich. I'm just saying. But still, niggas harassing people over hairstyles. Black people don't have the patent to purple hair. Nobody does. Pink hair, this is white girl style. I'm just saying, nobody has the patent for hair color. The hell wrong with you people? Let's get into this.
In Animal Crossing, New Horizons player is facing a wave of harassment and rampant accusations of racism solely for wearing a bun hairstyle on her white-skinned avatar, with critical race and social justice theorists claiming the player is appropriating black culture.
Really?
On November 20th, Twitter user @StarDeleaf shared a screenshot of her AC an age character to their account, showing off both her in-game home and her avatar's new hairstyle. Cute Space Buns: 3 at Stardew Leaf captioned the screenshot, most likely in a nod to the iconic hairstyle worn by Princess Leia Organa in the Star Wars series.
Yes! How fucking... She even said it. She's like, cute space buns, smiley face, and it's automatically right there. Princess Leia. Does she have to go even further to say, hey, I'm just saying Princess Leia had cute space buns, and I wanted to put space buns on my character, but we don't have the space buns avatar in here, and that would be cool if Animal Crossing had space buns, like the swirl buns that Princess Leia had were cool. Like, I'm just saying, those were cool. No one else had those before Leia. If someone did, but cool. I'm just saying, cool. Why harass the chick? It's not a big fucking deal. It's just buns, morons. But it's video game avatar. It's her. She has white skin. I feel triggered. If you don't grow a pair, you little pussies, goddamn. I've never. These people would never survive getting bullied. I used to get bullied. I used to fight back, and I used to get in trouble. Do you know how hard that is to fight someone, and you're getting in trouble, and they don't get nothing? Teachers be like, well, we saw you hit him, but he hit me first. But it's my word against his, or theirs, or whatever the fuck, because they seen me hit the person first. None of you would survive getting bullied. Bunch of dickheads.
Near immediately following her sharing of the screenshot, at Stardew Leaf was descended upon by critical race and social justice theorists, who began to accuse the player of racism, cultural appropriation, and general bigotry, based entirely on the mere fact that her avatar was white-skinned.
How?
This caused an issue for these theorists, as according to their bad faith criticism, they believed that the hairstyle was included specifically and solely for use by black individuals, specifically black women, despite the obvious fact that Nintendo programmed the hairstyle to be available to any and all avatars.
Yeah.
Interestingly, it appears that, overwhelmingly, a majority of those who took issue with that Stardew Leaf's use of the bun hairstyle were high school to college-aged white individuals, rather than actual members of the supposed offended demographic.
So these were just people who were having the white savior complex. These were people basically just saying, hey, we don't like the fact that you're wearing a hairstyle. Those aren't space buns, honey. Those are for black people only. I'm like, but they're in a game that Nintendo programmed for anyone to have any hairstyle, any skin color, anything, any gender they want to be. The fuck are you talking about? This game was open. This game was created for basically anyone to customize characters. So you're saying customizable hairstyles is only for black people. You can't have space buns, they're only for a black person. Giant poofs are only for a black person. If you go back to the 60s to the 70s, white people, black people had some crazy ass hairs back in the 60s and the 70s to the 80s. So I don't want to hear nothing about this is only to one race. We're not segregated no more, ladies and gentlemen. Get the fuck over yourselves. And especially these people with the white savior complex. Stop. Bro, you don't speak for me. Just like Homelander, you don't speak for us. Except you can't shoot laser beams out your fucking eyes. That would be scary. It's how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a game, and you're going to get butt triggered. Loser.
One of the first and most prominent voices to take up the fight against at Stardew Leaf's personal choice of hairstyles was at Horizons.
Cool.
Who played a key role in sparking the outrage mob when they took notice of the screenshot and replied that the buns were meant for black girls as white girls cannot use them, so I advise you to change them before it's too late.
Too late?
Too late? Until what happens? Asked another user, to which at Horizons proudly asserted till others cancel her and put her name out there. When asked if this mean they wanted others to dox her for wearing a hairstyle, at Horizons threateningly declared that she shouldn't be wearing the hairstyles if she's white. Simple as that.
No, it's a hairstyle. It's a video game hairstyle. She can wear whatever the fuck she wants. And if you fucking losers dox somebody over a hairstyle, you have no balls. You have no fucking idea what that does to someone's life. And you yourself are an idiot. Grow a pair. Grow the fuck up. Because you couldn't do that to a nigga in the hood. You couldn't do that to a hood nigga. Because he finds you, shoot your fucking head off. Beat your ass to death. You gonna dox somebody for what? For what? Hairstyle? Think about it. That doesn't make sense. You're gonna dox somebody because of hair. You're going to ruin someone's life because of their hair. That makes no sense. And if it's not making sense, shit, boy, it doesn't make any money. And there's no money coming from doxing nobody. Is she a criminal? Did she destroy and burn down a house? Did she rape a man? Did she rape a girl? Did she slash people's tires and cut throats? No, she just put a hairstyle on someone. Grow a pair. Get a life. Animal Crossing is supposed to be for fun, little boys and girls. or grown boys and girls. Not for this. You make me sick. And I'm a pervert. Shit. How does a pervert have better morals than you fucking degenerately stupid morons? Jesus. So it's crazy the fact that these idiots talk about doxing someone. You talk about the white lady, everybody else just asking what the hell is happening. And then it goes further. It always goes further, doesn't it? Here we go.
Hey, these are not called space buns, these are actually called Afro Puffs, not buns, asserted at Ella 15,486,780.
That's what we're using.
Could you please stop being sick with the new
Racist.
hair topic and be thankful that we have new things? In an absurdly hyperbolic moment, at Ella 15,486,780 concluded that this is a kid's game and little ones do not need to see this content. User at Library 5 stated that's not space buns, that's Afro Puffs for black people, not you. SPA's Beyonce, she knew WTF she was doing. At tab 2 presumed of at Stardoleaf's reasoning for posting the picture. All the PPL saying it's a video game under the TWT have no common sense, like it's not that hard
What?
to not appropriate our culture.
What?
One particular opinion
You
shared by
talking
at
about?
Stardoleaf's critics was that the inclusion of the hairstyle was the result of them going fight for representation. Thus white players should refrain from using any item or style that can even be remotely associated to black culture. Very few white people could pull this off. Wrote at Games Tray. Black people have been fighting for more representation. White people get it for free. Stop using black hair if you're white.
Shut up. It's a video game. And besides it being a video game, there are black people who have hair textures similar to black people. There are. And they could be mixed race and not know it, or they just have that natted hair texture. Like, when I don't comb or brush my hair, I can't just do this. I can't just pull my hair. See right there? It's tangled. Like, I can do this on certain parts of my hair, but I can't put my whole fingers through my head without it getting stopped because, look, it has a couple of tangles or it's natted inside. That's from me not completely picking it out and making this video. Besides that, certain black people have hair textures. Certain black people and white people. Certain white people even can, like, get dreads. I've seen a white dude with dreads. It's kind of weird, but that's how it is. His hair dreaded. I don't know. He didn't do it. It's not a wig. His hair naturally dreaded. So it's crazy. At the end of it, hairstyles, DNA, all this other shit, why am I making sense of it when it's a video game? I made sense of a lot of things. I've cut Last of Us 2's ass because I hated the fact that they killed Joel and the fact that the storyline and all this other she women power was just fake. It was just there because Neil Druckmann didn't have balls. Nintendo has guts enough to say, we let anyone customize and do what they want in our video game because that's what we're doing. You don't like it? It's in a video game. The people are customizing their character, sharing their character on their Twitter, and you come to their Twitter and harass them, and you talk about this is only for us. No, it's not only for us. And if it changes different colors and it's primarily fit the color of her character or fit the style of her character, no one cares. You're going to war and arguing about this for what? No one cares. I'm just saying, no one cares. We're going to leave the rest of this off on a somber note and say the people harassing this girl, fucking morons. Fucking morons. I'm just letting that be known. Fucking morons. I don't even have to finish the rest of this. Everyone comment in the girls section. Everyone that harassed this girl in her comment section. All of the weirdos. Even if somebody's making sense and people are having good arguments, fine. But the fact that everyone can just be weird about this, and she made a Princess Leia joke. Obviously, the buns can't go to the side of the head. Because obviously the avatars look weird. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to yours. Shut the fuck up. Moving on. Tack on to the rest of this video. Shout out to Bounding in the Comics coming in twice. Coming in that good save. Animal Crossing is basically what this video is about. Now, besides the bullying, Nintendo doesn't want politics in their games anymore. They're kind of just like, hey, alright, we're done with it. Please stop. And it makes sense for Nintendo to say, cut the shit. And that's just how it is. I'm sorry if, some people are just like, well, that's not fair, and, Nintendo shouldn't do that. No, they can't. It's their game. The same reason they put in fucking puffs in the game, and they let anyone customize their characters to any point that they wanted to, they can say, yo, can y'all not? Like, we made this game for people to enjoy getting out of the real world. why throw them back into the real world where they give zero fucks? Like, I'm just saying, like, the aviators, the laughing Kamala Harris, I get it. Let's move on to the article.
Nintendo has officially issued a ban on corporations and politicians using Animal Crossing New Horizons as a platform to promote their interests, in an effort to preserve the experience for the millions of people enjoying the game recreationally.
Oh shit.
The announcement came just weeks after the closing of the polls in the 2020 United States election, in which former Vice President Joe Biden used Animal Crossing New Horizons to host his own campaign island, which players could visit and learn more about the Democratic candidate's campaign.
Yeah.
With less than 3 weeks until Election Day, we are continuing to reach out to voters across the country wherever they are, including on Animal Crossing, said the Biden campaign's Director of Digital Partnerships, Christian Tom, told CNN during the island's unveiling. Exploring is at the heart of Animal Crossing, and we know that Biden HQ will encourage players to explore all the ways they can make a plan to vote at iwillvote.com and help elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
See, yeah, Nintendo banning it after everything is said and done because they don't want another Animal Crossing to ever come out and people to use this against them. Like, they're like, hey, we let y'all do what the fuck y'all wanted to do, but we're kind of done. We don't want you to... Like, I understand this was the best way to reach people, like, not just younger people. This is not just a kid's game. Grown-ups were playing this game. People I knew were playing this game. Everyone I knew was playing this fucking game. So... that means something. It's not just for grown-ups. It's for everyone. This game is for everyone. Nintendo let it be known it is for everyone. Like, that's why Brie Larson was on their latest trailer promoting her. Yeah, I'm just saying this is it. This is it. And if Nintendo says we don't want it, we banning it, that's it. Like, yeah, some people will say, oh, that's their agenda. They should have did it before and earlier. I'm like, they were sick of this shit, and they were getting a lot of people probably saying, hey, there's politics in this game, we don't want that. And Nintendo obviously keeps this game, very separate from politics. Like, this is not what we promote, this is not what we're talking about, it's for fun, that's it. Please do not throw in any of your bullshit. But it gets kind of difficult, does it not? And this is the hippiest shit I've ever seen. People selling like the flags, vote for Joe 2020. This is funny. All right. This is very creative, though. I could never really do shit like this. Like, I'm creative, but I don't like Animal Crossing that much to call me into the game. Let's move on.
However, it seems that the Biden campaign's attempt at reaching the youth vote may have backfired on not only them, but other corporate brands and politicians as well.
True.
As Nintendo's new guidelines specifically asks users to both refrain from bringing politics into the game and to not leverage the game as a marketing platform that directs people to activities or campaigns outside the game, including directing people to a sales page, distributing coupons, sweepstakes, giveaways, requiring consumers to follow social network services accounts, gathering customers' information, or other invitational activities.
Oh.
Nintendo also noted that users were not allowed to obtain any financial benefit from using the game, including selling your custom design or earning any advertising revenue with the game content.
Okay, so basically, they just kind of said everything that kind of happens. No giveaways, no trying to tell other people to go to your social medias or follow you here or do this or do that. Okay, and Nintendo said, cool. We stopped you from doing this. Now it's time to stop all of these other people or brands or social media influencers from using our game to promote themselves, spend other money. Yeah, it makes sense. They're putting a cap on it. They're like, hey, we capped you. Now it's time to show everyone else that we're not playing games with our game, with our bebe. Because they want to make sure that you, the player, can enjoy the game without distractions from the real world. Nintendo understands this is still an escape. This is still a world that you want to escape to. They're still trying to make that prevalent. We're banning you and other people just like you who take away the escape aspect of our game. I fucking respect that. There's no problem with that. But they probably had to go through a lot. I mean, they probably had to go through a lot of coding, a lot of like script signing, and a lot of, if you don't read this, we will can you shit. Some people say, but that negatively reflects freedom of speech. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Nintendo simply says, bitch, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, you doing it? Bam! Delete. You're gone. They have a right to. It's their intellectual property. I can't say nothing about it. I can't say this is good or bad. This is good for them, bad for other people who are, I don't know, if you're trying to sell an island or sell this or do that, the game already shows you how to get people in, how to get stuff in. You gotta refrain from the bullshit. You just gotta. You gotta refrain from the bullshit. I'm just saying. And I respect it. All right, Nintendo. I see you. Big dogs out here. They don't play. Moving on.
As is usual with such policies, Nintendo has also informed players that if we see your activity is not following these guidelines or is damaging or having bad influence on the community, we may ask you to stop such activity or usage of our contents, and take appropriate actions, including prohibiting your future business usage of the game.
Ooh.
These new guidelines, particularly its specific opposition to political content, follows a similar policy already in effect and included in Article 6 of Nintendo Japan's Terms of User Agreement, which states that activities including political claims are a violation of the company's EULA.
Ooh.
Last year, Nintendo Japan enforced this policy to prevent former LDP Secretary General Shigeru Ishiba from using the game in order to earn votes in his campaign for Prime Minister.
Okay.
Given that Animal Crossing: New Horizons released in March of this year, some have wondered why it took so long for Nintendo to address this issue in the West, such former Bounding Into Comics reporter Jorge Arenas, who speculated that the action was only coming after they got the election result they wanted.
See, I hear what he's saying. Some people would say Nintendo did not have their best interest at heart, because why would Nintendo act so late on this is just because moving on this is kind of hard. How do you move on this? How do you tell people, hey, we need you to stop the politics shit, our game is for escapism only, and the fact that you're not using it for that escape purposes, you're being a dickhead and you're trying to fuel your own agenda. And Nintendo even stopped a Japanese prime minister in their own fucking country. So from bullying to politics, Nintendo has stopped it. From girl wearing space buns, which is cute. It's look at character. She's just chilling with like fluffy dog. Like it's just like, I'm in danger. Fuck out of here. This is hilarious. It comes down to that Nintendo and what they do, it gets backlash. It's crazy that this is getting backlash because Animal Crossing, I thought, was one of the safest horizons out here. Like, you can't touch this shit. There's no negativity in Animal Crossing. Fuck out of here. Until the losers come out of nowhere. You fucking losers. You fucking political losers. You fucking weirdos talking about these buns are not for you. I think buns are for everyone. I'm just saying. So at the end of it, tell me what you think. This is your boy Fat Man. Tell me what you think. Do you think politics and political stuff should stay out of Nintendo's Animal Crossing, or do you say, hey, why not? Let some political stuff fly? I don't think so. So that's a dub. You don't have to even answer on that one. And what do you think of the Space Puffs? Because I like them. Do you think all hairstyles should naturally be worn by anybody and culture should be opened? Yeah, I think people should just let a game be a game at the end of it. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Remember to sub, try to reach 1,000. You guys are helping me so much. I appreciate it. So from me to you, remember to never give up, never surrender, and keep on grinding. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified. So much love from me. So peace, and I am out of here. Good morning.
Shit. Getting on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
I ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All the niggas fallin' like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous. Yeah, niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.